What is going on, everyone? Badger here. Sure to like and sub, and let's get into this. Happy New Year. Hope everything is well and happy for you. I'm sure if you're a gamer, you got a bunch of new games, and by new, I'm probably 10 years old. As we just saw in the previous video, make sure to watch that if you haven't. At least over there on Steam, only 15% of players are even playing games from the last year. The majority of players are playing games from 1 to 7 or 1 to 9 years ago. And that is mentioned by the Ubisoft Assassin's Creed producer, saying that like when they release a modern game, they're not just competing against all the other modern games, they're competing against all their past games that are available with DLC and at a cheaper price, and some would say arguably better story and gameplay. And that brings us to this, which if at the beginning of the year you were thought as a nutter for suggesting that the Guillemot brothers and Tencent were intentionally making horrible decisions in order to tank the prices of the stock and then buy it up through bankruptcy or some other nefarious means, well, you would probably be correct, because basically everyone is thinking that. And as we see now, the market cap has dropped 85% on Ubisoft from 2021 to 2025. And you can think that part plays here for running the numbers. Of course, experiencing a rather concerning decline in the past 4 years from market capitalization of $12.17 billion in January of 2021 to the current plummeted value of $1.78 billion. That is pathetic, and as pointed out here, the loss approximates 85% of its market value, underscoring severe financial turmoil and strategic missteps that have left the Assassin's Creed developers struggling to maintain in a highly competitive industry. And yeah, holy hell. So January 2021, $12.17 billion. You can see it there at the highest peak there. Powerhouse. They had the peak of Assassin's Creed. I mean, not really the peak of Assassin's Creed game, but it hadn't hit that strong decline from Valhalla. Jesus. And then obviously as we go down and they released more failures after more failures, or just lackluster, the Watch Dogs 2s and 3s, Division 2 was popular and it got DLC, but that started to drop off. And then, yeah, Valhalla just never went anywhere. And it's the longest Assassin's Creed. And they did all the DLC, and you never really found out how the hell Ivor got back to that goddamn. You never found out the reason she went there. Anyway, I digress. So you see, since 2025, decreasing another nearly 43% from the previous year, total reduction of $10.39 billion over 4 years. You can stand for the games and say how great they are, but this right here shows you, and this is all leading to the fact that delay from how horrible Star Wars Outlaws performed. They took Assassin's Creed Shadows, basically said out loud, oh, there's no way we could release Assassin's Creed Shadows in its current state. Even though we said it's fine and everything's fine, we were going to release it. Star Wars Outlaws is so horrible that we have to make this even tighter and fix it and take out all the rap music associated with Yasuke and cringe dialogue and spend 20 million euros doing that. And then, of course, we'll release it in February for Black History Month. As you do, pointing out the obvious that if Shadow flops, it could cripple Ubisoft's ability to secure further loans, which I don't know how they're getting now based on their track record. This would be, forget surviving till 2025. They survived to 2025 just to be bankrupt. And it says here, even unless a miracle occurs, Shadows could deepen Ubisoft's financial woes and potentially push the company towards bankrupts. And this is something that multiple people have been suggesting is being done on purpose by the Guillemot brothers and Tencent so that they can buy it up and then do whatever the hell they want with the franchise. It has value to it. As you can see here, it's valuable assets, particularly Rainbow Six Siege and the Assassin's Creed franchise, could be worth more separately than together. The upcoming Assassin's Creed Shadows faces stiff competition from PlayStation's Ghost of Yotei, and a recent failure suggests deeper organizational issues beyond individual game performance. Yeah, because they as well are dealing, first of all the people of talent got Me Too'd years ago, including the heads of Assassin's Creed, which is why we've seen the decline in that franchise. And then on top of that, they, like all the other studios, first, there's way too fucking many of the Ubisoft studios. They're all over the world, and they still outsource on top of being all over the world. And then they face the same battle that all the other gaming studios have. And that's like half of those fuckers are ideologically either groomed or captured or indoctrinated, whatever you want to call it, but they care less about video games and more about and yeah, I think we're still going to be using this in the new year. They care more about the
message,
which is still out there. Yeah, and this just goes on to say they are in deep doo-doo, and I'm trying to, they do mention here, Skull and Bones. It was the big pirate captain game that they greenlit after Assassin's Creed 3 in conjunction with Black Flag, and they thought this was going to be completely separate from the Assassin's Creed. They spent almost $1 billion, in between 650 to 850 million, and then they never had more than like 3,000 people go in the game on Steam. Absolutely failed. They've never recovered from this, and then you add in the decline of all their other properties, and yeah, if they don't get Star Wars, or excuse me, they failed that. If they don't get Assassin's Creed Shadows correctly, well, I don't think we'll be then we're going to have to partition off and sell. We're not going to be seeing many more Ubisoft games, not in the way that we think we do. And just ask X Defiant. Anyway, let me know what you think about all this. By all means, make sure to like, share, and sub. If you have done that, thank you. If you're going to do that, thank you.
Well, bye.